Asalmualaikum and welcome back. So today's name is Al-Khaliq, which means the creator. Let's reflect on this a little bit. So our world is pretty complicated, right? It contains an infinite number of systems and designs, and every single day human beings are discovering these designs, whether it's a new species, a new scientific method, a new disease, a new cure. But we have to ask ourselves, who designed all of these incredible things? This was all made by Al-Khaliq, the creator. Not only is he the one that has created everything, but he's also the only one who can bring something from non-existence into existence without needing a prior model or materials. So you might ask yourself, okay, well, what about all of the things that human beings have invented, right? Like we've discovered things like electricity and new medicines and cell phones and spaceships. Like, aren't those things that we have created? We built those things using pre-existing materials provided to us by Al-Khaliq. We simply make discoveries and we use the minds that he gave us to put together the pieces, but we don't actually create anything ourselves. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ tells us that every disease has a cure. So what can we take from that? We understand that that means that Al-Khaliq already created the cure, but he has given us the capability to do the math and discover those cures that already exist in the universe. So we don't actually create anything. We didn't create atoms and protons and electrons. We didn't create the materials that we use from the earth in order to make things like cell phones and spaceships and medicines. And we didn't actually create any of those ingredients. We simply discover how they work using the materials that have been provided to us. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala emphasizes that he is Al-Khaliq and that he's the only creator in Surah Al-Hajj. And he gives us the example of a fly and how if the entire human race got together, we would not be able to create something as simple as a fly out of nothing. So now that we understand the definition of Al-Khaliq, what I want you to do is I want you to reflect and go back and think of 5 examples in your life where you can clearly see the designs and the systems of Al-Khaliq. And it doesn't matter what field you're into. If you're into biology, look at the human body and how intricate the system is and how it works to keep us alive and functioning. Or if you're into chemistry, look at chemicals and how they react when they're combined and how we use that to make new materials. Or if you're into nature and animals, look at the plants and the sky and the environment and animal behaviors and the ecosystem and how if just one thing is put out of balance, the entire system is affected. Or if you're into language and literature, think of how our bodies and our minds produce these infinite numbers of sounds that evoke emotion and create words and present ideas. Or if you're into something like art and film and photography, think of color and how we interpret color and how we use it. Think of how we manipulate light to capture moments just like these videos so we can put them aside and watch them over and over again. So go ahead and think of some of the examples in your life and reflect on it. And insha'Allah, I will see you next time.